how do I feel qi? The feeling, remember the movement. When there's no movement, then what you're feeling is not movement, but the impression of that movement. And that impression of the movement is that feeling of qi going yin and yang. And that leads into the question of what is qi? All right, we're going to answer this question that people always ask all the time, which is, how do I feel qi? Okay. So the answer to it is the same as, how do I really listen to someone? How do you really listen to someone?
You just open yourself up to what they're saying?
Open yourself up to what you're saying. And what needs to happen for you to open yourself up?
Open mind, open heart?
Open mind, open heart. Okay, I think Ray's too good at this. So he's getting a little bit ahead of us. So what you need to do to really listen to someone is to stop talking, right? If I'm talking about me or you, or what I think about you, or what I think about the world, then I'm not really listening. So to really feel qi, you want to stop doing all the things that you are paying attention to that isn't qi. You don't want to try to imagine anything per se. You just stop everything else. And so the lesser things that are distracting you from that, the better. Which is to say, are you doing a complicated motion to try and feel qi, and you think about all these things, your fingers and wrist, that will be distracting. So no complicated motions. And then if you have discomfort, like, oh, my back is stiff, oh, my neck is tight, like these kind of things, that will make you feel discomfort as opposed to what is outside of those discomfort or inside of those discomfort. So to feel qi, you make it as optimal as possible by having a comfortable position and no complicated movement that you're thinking about. So our basic one is this. And I cue people as you do this, so let's do it along. So feet side by side, you're gonna roll your shoulders inward and roll your shoulders outward, feeling your chest rounding, expanding. You can all try this. Rounding, expanding, rounding, expanding. And you'll notice the sensation of your chest rounding and your chest expanding, like as you do this. And as that becomes clear and second nature, you'll feel that alongside your body, folding like this, there's a sensation, the experience of rounding and expanding. And when you realize that, even if you stop your motion, just put your arms down naturally, you can remember the feeling of rounding, the feeling of expanding, feeling of rounding and expanding. That feeling of rounding and folding inwards is the feeling of yin in this area. And the feeling of expanding is the feeling of yang in the area. So if you can just remember that feeling of rounding and expanding, remember the movement. When there's no movement, then what you're feeling is not movement, but the impression of that movement. And that impression of the movement is that feeling of qi going yin and yang. So that is the feeling of yin and yang. And so then when you have that, anytime you are comfortable, or at least not distracted, you just remember that feeling of rounding, remember that feeling of expanding. And that is you feeling qi at that moment. So when you were doing the exercise, you were thinking, I'm not feeling qi, I'm just feeling my body rounding and expanding. That's correct. You're feeling your body rounding and expanding. But when you are aware of that sensation or experience of rounding and expanding without the movement, then you're not feeling the movement. You are feeling the experience as conducted by the qi. And that leads into the question of, what is qi? Qi is a signal inside your body, beyond your body, that communicates between your physical body and your non-physical spirit. So your physical body is feeling rounding, expanding. That means my body, my tissue, my skin, my fascia are experiencing that and conducting that along my nerves. And all of that is conducted to my spirit through the Wi-Fi signal of body and spirit that we call qi. And so when you feel that experience, that is a qi conducting it. It's not so much that you're feeling qi. Like, you have a phone, right? And your phone, when you have cellular signal?
The bars show you.
The bar showing, and you're getting your text messages, and you can surf the web and things like that, right? Do you feel cellular signals?
Generally not.
Generally not. Yeah, some people might say, oh, it gives me a headache. Possible, true. Okay, but generally speaking, we are not feeling cellular signals. We're perceiving the result of cellular signals. So it's not so much that we feel qi, but we're feeling the data communicated by the qi, just like you're getting the data communicated by the Wi-Fi cellular signals. So the way we go about feeling qi is to do an activity that gives us an experience of qi that we can then recall the experience. And to the extent you can do that means that you felt the qi and you know the qi, or at least you know the communication of the data within the qi. And that's really what Qigong is about, is that in your qi, in the signal inside your body, could be any signal. It should be a well-running, healthy signal of balance of elements and yin and yang and stuff like that. When it gets stuck, that means it's like your data got stuck, your router is not working right, your signal's slow. So when you do Qigong, you're influencing the signal inside your qi. You're controlling it and making it flow in a way that's comfortable, so that you know what healthy, comfortable data in your qi is like. And so that whenever it starts to drift from that, your Qigong or your awareness of the control of qi can put that healthy data back into your qi, so that it's working nicely in your body and around your body, so that you can live as your best self, as comfortable as possible, as effectively as possible. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Does that answer your question about what is qi and how do you feel qi? Okay, all right. So there you have it. If you haven't seen the video, try our Yin Yang Superconductor video, because that's our most basic exercise for building the control of yin and yang in your qi, and it's one of the easiest, comfortablest ways to feel qi. So thanks for helping me demonstrate. Enjoy your practice.